Yeah, we're not the type to play games, you can stay claims. Came to show the movement, moving like a freight train, breaking walls and crumble earth with every step we take. We walking by with lash and your neck will break. Never let it stray, so say it wrong or set it straight. So coming at us with an awkward demeanor is leaving your life in the dead of fate. So pedal straight, avoid these shots, we send it all costs. Truly believing that it'll be different, we watching your body get hauled off. Simple as this, we giving the vibe of the revolution that we living within. Diminish the doubt of the haters that talk on the low because of this minuscule shit.
Ba-dum. All I want for my birthday is big stompy mix. Big stompy mix. Big stompy mix. It's almost my birthday, and I know what you want to get me is subscribing to this disaster that is a channel. Good morning, my fellow nerds. It's Tuesday, 8 o'clock in the morning here at Site B at the 11th day of June. I'm not going to tell you the weather because you already know what it is. It sucks. And it's Tuesday, and on Tuesday we look at toys. Specifically, we look at Games Workshop toys, and Games Workshop just announced a 5th edition of Talisman, a board game I absolutely love and played way too much in college. And only 5th edition? I thought this game was older than that. Oh, they haven't updated it, says, since 2008. So, wow. So it's either they just haven't felt the need to it or just not enough people are playing it. Yeah, it's a fun game to play. It's one of those, hey, let's play this. We've got time and Bill didn't show up, so let's play Talisman or because we can't play D&D or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a time investment. You can't just play it in like 5 minutes, If you've never played it, it's a, I don't know what you would call these. Sort of this cross-pollinization, which is probably the wrong word, between an RPG and a board game, because you have characters in Talisman and games like Talisman, and those characters can progress as you play through Talisman. So they can, but then you end the game and then you start a new game and nothing changed. Those characters go back to the way they were. It's not like they keep everything they found. Well, there are other board games that do let you keep that stuff you found in the last time you went through the board game kind of idea. So cross-pollinization between RPG and just Monopoly. Monopoly is the standard line from which all other board games are either better than or worse than. I guess. Maybe, who knows. Anyway, let's look at what else is going on. Another slow week, which with Origins coming up, you think they would start building up for Golden Demon, but kind of feels like Games Workshop is playing it very low key this year, especially after the whole Adeptus Custodius controversy. I don't know if that's an intentional or just the amount of the way we're receiving the information, or just, they had a great year last year. There's no reason for them to be, as cautious as it feels like they're being, but it does feel like they're kind of, every week I look at this and I was like, I was expecting more. So whatever, interesting. Or it could just be they're slowing down for the summer, or whatever. Anyways, we've only got a few things to look at this week. Talisman being the biggest one, I guess, if you're a Talisman fan. Some stuff for Age of Sigmar. Experientially, Age of Sigmar had its first actual rollout in tournament conditions. This happened the other day at a tournament in... doesn't say where was this tournament held. Tacoma, Washington, of all places. How did Tacoma, Washington get to be the lucky pick for the first rollout of new Age of Sigmar in a tournament setting? What they do, just like spin a thing, let's random state. Oh, Washington, random place in state. Tacoma. Sure, we've got a Games Workshop store there. Let's have the very first one. And congratulations, Tacoma, for being first. It's just not not the place you'd normally think about. And it looks like people had fun. There was prizes, there was laughter, there was people beating up each other with big stompy mechs. There are some rollout on some new figures, like these dudes right here. Look at that dude. Who's that? And yeah, looks like it did pretty good. no major complaints, so no controversies coming out of it. So that's a good thing. And it looks like so far people are enjoying New Age of Sigmar as opposed to, going, how dare you change it? And speaking of New Age of Sigmar, it looks like we've got our first AP for it. This is called Slaughter at Hellcrown. So I guess this is a warp stone battle to fight over control of a city. Good guys on one side, bad guys, question mark on the other side. And basically, Helm's Deep, but they're calling it Hellcrown because they can't call it Helm's Deep. Yeah, so either defend the city or try and take the city, or just be stuck in between and go, I just want to get my turnips to town on time. Skull Pile. Yeah, there's a cool name for a town. Vilt. Hell's Claw. Hell Crown. There's, Preston Mound. These are pretty decent town names. I don't know if I want to live in any of them, but, they're better than some other town names we've seen on maps. So, this begins the 15th of July. And it's the first campaign adventure path, whatever they call these things, for New Age of Sigmar. Way to roll out with strength. Just figure you just hit them with enough stuff going on, they don't have time to complain. And speaking of Age of Sigmar, it looks like we have a hint of another new unit. These are called the Daughters of Cain. And they're looking like a female quasi-demon, quasi-elf, quasi-banshee, maybe? Succubi? Demon? Well, no, snake people? I don't know. They're just sort of a mishmash. We got a little snake people going on. We got a little banshee, female, elfy, something going on. Succubi, maybe? I don't know. Demons? I'm thinking demons. It's hard to tell. But anyways, these are Daughters of Cain, and they are coming as another new unit for Age of Sigmar. So if you're feeling the need to throw down some demonic female fun and adventure on your Age of Sigmar board, this looks like something you may be able to get a chance to. We've got another new faction coming out. These are called the Lumineth Realm Lords. There we go. Some paladins showing up to lay this paladin smackdown. That's what we want to see. Just a bunch of good guys. Riding in on their white horses with their glowing white things. And they're just like, yeah, some lawful good smack. Here we go. Sometimes you just want the lawful good paladin superheroes to show up. And what the hell is going on with this dude's spear? That makes no sense. That would snap the first time you use it in combat unless it's magic. Now, obviously, this guy looks pretty kick-ass, so he's probably somebody that's kick-ass enough that he can pull this look off. But just, why would you build this? Oh, it's supposed to help the arc energy deploy. Okay, no. Then put that down here or something, if that's supposed to be a regulator or something for the energy. That just looks dumb. It just looks, it would break. The first time you used it in combat, it would break. It's magic. It doesn't matter. But nope, doesn't matter. It's magic. Don't care. It would break. I don't care how magic it is. It would snap. Yeah. Some lawful good paladin goodness. Look at this. Here's another one. But somebody looking all anime-esque with this spear that's like a 2 mile long. So yeah, definitely some paladin might smacking down on the bad guys. These guys look awesome. Pretty easy to paint. White. And they come with a free battle trait if you want to run them. Always nice to find some free stuff on the Games Workshop channel. Hey, look, the rumor engine. Remember all the times I used to say how great the rumor engine was in 2023? It's still great. See, and then for next week we have, I'm going to guess some more stuff for Warhammer 40K and New Age of Sigmar. Oh, look, I was right. So we got a new dude coming out, new commander coming out, and we got a new paladin looking commander coming out. This guy could be a D&D paladin easily, or a knight or whatever. You pierced your sword. Really? You needed to be that edgy? Well, I've pierced my ears, I've pierced my belly button, I've pierced my I've pierced my nipples. What's left? Oh, I could pierce my sword. Here's another Warhammer 40K looking dude. And another Warhammer. Well, this guy could go either way. You know, the backpack looks a little technical, but you could also pass for fantasy. So yeah, pretty cool. We got, it looks like another new Legion. That's probably who these dudes are. These are the commanders for the Legions, and 2 different ways to paint the Legions. You can go all yellow or more classic Warhammer grayish blue. No one's going to see us, guys. Let's just put all yellow costumes on and run into battle. We'll totally blend in. No, you won't. Some bits and bobs from modding your figures. Looks like we got a new Legion for Warhammer coming out. These little dudes. Some more new tanks. Can never have enough of the steampunky Warhammer tanks. And then some minis. Some more Warhammer tanks. And more Black Library stuff. More Black Library stuff. More Black Library stuff. God, again, I'm going to say this again. How just prolific is the Black Library? It feels like they make way more stuff than people realize. And I mean, every time we're here, we're finding at least 2 to 20 new Black Libraries. Looks like the live action might be canceled. Oh, what did Henry drop? Did Henry drop out? Oh, that would suck for Amazon. They already invested money in it. But Henry does like to drop out of projects, doesn't he? I'm going to drop out of The Witcher because it's not exactly like the books. I'm going to drop out of Superman because it's not blah, 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 blah. I mean, I like watching Cavill. I don't think he's ever really had the film where he catches on. You know, he never really got the chance to be Superman. He's great in these one-shot films where he plays the character once, like Argyle, or the bad guy he played in Mission Impossible. But, you know, that would suck if they canceled it. That would suck if they canceled it. I was looking forward to it. And, yep, that's it. That's pretty much all it. Yeah, what was I talking about before I was just disrupted by Artists for Hire Santana? Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Artists for Hire Santana if you haven't yet. Oh yeah, how prolific the Black Library is. I mean, on average, what do we see? We see like 2 to 5 books every week. Usually 1 in English and then a couple in different languages. If you go into like a Barnes and Noble, there is a good chunk of shelf space that's usually got a couple Black Library books. I can only assume that in an actual Games Workshop store or in some place that actually understands how huge the library is, you would see big old shelves, but there just does seem to be a ton of books in the Black Library. Is the Black Library the Harlequin romance of fantasy sci-fi fiction? I don't know. Just a weird combination. Anyways, yeah, convention season's coming up with Origins starting any day now, so things should start picking up, especially we should start seeing some stuff for the the Golden Demon. I would have thought we would have seen something at this Tacoma thing, but who is this dude? This big chubby dude right here. He looks pretty cool. And this little Inquisitor. Here's another one. Who's this big chubby? I like this sort of big chubby look. Who are these dudes? Are you supposed to be like chibi? They're a kill team. But yeah, I mean, is this intentional that they're just sort of these big bulky dudes? Like, or is this just the trick of the camera and my bad eyes? I don't know. Anyways, I want to know more about them. That's it for the Games Workshop toys for today. If any of these sound like something you want to rush out and pick up, just find out if there's a Game Workshop toy store in your town of choice. You can do that by going to gamesworkshop.com and press the Find a Store button, and then head on over and see if they have the figures you want. Yeah, there we go. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please buy my merch, please have a great day, and please get the F off my land, you goddamn marks.